I'm going to time you and see how long it takes for you.
For me to put it on.
What is it? Need a mask too. What about the arms? The gown.
Guys, this patient is sick. I need to get going. Okay, I'm ready. Nurse, scalpel.
Tony's a cute. My love is pure. Tony's a cute. My love is pure.
Show your love for Taquita Love. Comedy is cure.
Hey, Dale.
Hey.
I'm just going to start off real quick. Okay, Dale, I'm just going to start out the gate by saying we only got 30 minutes.
Okay.
So, it'll go for the whole day.
Okay.
And we be...
Okay.
I'm saying it to myself. So
I'm rushing my answers right now, even though I haven't heard the question.
No, we start off with an interview. You're right. Okay, I'm
going to do that. You can't be Bennett.
What's up, Dale Harrison? My boo thing. Blue favorite dog watcher.
Yes. Although you didn't let me watch him this time when you was going to Chicago.
Oh, it's coming.
That's okay.
No, it's coming.
Okay.
Friday.
Okay.
We dropping off Thursday night.
Okay, great.
Hey.
Yeah.
You see, it's on camera. It's happening.
My girls will be ready.
Oh, Dale. So you are one of my favorite comedians.
Really?
Yes.
Thank you so much, Queen.
I don't know if I told you, I was at Zany's, and the first time I performed at Zany's in Chicago, you go to a new club, you look at the wall.
Yeah.
And I saw your face on the wall. And I had no idea that you was the head NIC. I ain't know that, I didn't know that your stomping grounds with comedy were so deep, like your roots were so deep. So why don't you tell us where you're from and a little bit about your comedy journey?
Lord, it all started in 19. I actually started I'm from New Orleans, but we've been moved from there. It was to DC, and that's where I started comedy. But I was only in DC for 8 months, and then I moved to New York. And then, New York is, they call it the Mecca, but I'm Christian. So New York is the Judah of comedy, and you literally get to branch out. And Chicago is one of the places that I branched out to, like, go places. Lil Rel, helped me get into Jokes and Notes. And then I forget how, I think I did a contest over at Zany's, and then the guy just happened to be there, Bert.
Okay.
And then he kept bringing me back. And then, that's how but you go all over the place performing. So, and it's so many great experiences. The road brings you friends.
Yeah.
And I've traveled all over the world. I performed for the troops in Germany, Kuwait, Japan. I've done my own, tours in Australia and Canada.
Oh, wow.
And I just, and I'm tired, child. That's why I moved here.
I feel like as a comedian, starting in LA, you don't get that feel of like who's got like the roots until you go on the road. So like when I went to Nate Jackson's club and performed there with David Arnold.
Mm-hmm.
Rest in peace, David A. Arnold. But you go to clubs and, the green room is where you see who's been here.
Yes.
And the pictures on the wall shows like who's made an imprint.
Yes.
And it's so dope to like go to clubs and be like, oh, I know that person.
Yes.
And you know what I'm saying? Like you don't get that here as often as you do on the road.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like, because the road is a whole different animal. Essentially, people can tour themselves on the road. Mm-hmm. So, and people are passionate about the road. Like, I feel like when you're here, you're passionate about getting your brand out there, getting higher visibility. So, like, you stay around here because you want to be on TV, you want to be on film. And, people are very innovative here. So they've reached all over the globe without touring, without going, because they've used the internet. But in other places, the way to reach, is... you getting out there in those different towns, and it's so fun. It's so fun until you like walk past one of those like houses in the hills, and you be like, "Hold on, I'm not gonna be able to purchase that doing this."
in due time. But I know you have a special, your comedy album. You know, like I know that you host,
Yes.
produce.
Yes.
Like you do it all. Dale's Juke Joint.
Yes.
So with all the things that you do, you know, like what is the means to an end?
Well, you know, I've always wanted to have my own late night show.
Okay.
And the Juke Joint, which is for y'all a live variety show with a clean comedy and a live band. And I used to do that monthly. I've been doing it for 5 years. I used to do something else called stand-up storytelling and singing before at the Improv. And then that ended. And then I just was like, okay, I'm going to keep it going. And then I started Dale's Juke Joint in 2020. And I did it like once a month or however often I could, but you got to invest in it. Like bands cost, places cost, you know? So this time at the end of 2024, I was like, no, I think I'm going to take all the money that I was going to invest in this show for the year, and I'm going to invest in filming the show,
right?
So I can put it on television. Because you know you're doing the same money. You might get 40 people at the, you know. I'm always doing it at small Black-owned venues or you know artist-run venues, and I was just like, no, this time we're gonna put it on TV.
Yeah, it's so good. I remember I performed at your Juke Joint.
Yes.
And it was, when I tell you.
Taquita rapped, just so you know. Okay.
I rapped. I rapped on, when Brooklyn was here yesterday. And, you know, like that was back in the day. That was like, you know, when you growing up as a teenager, there's an identity.
Yeah.
You're trying to figure out who you are.
Yeah.
And I was one of those kids with like baggy clothes.
Yeah.
Like, and then I was outside with a group of people, you know, and we were doing ciphers.
Mm-hmm.
Why was I doing a cipher? You know,
so Taquita can flow, just so you know. Okay.
Thank you. But when I was there, it was so great. So the thing about your Juke Joint is that it's an experience.
Yeah.
There isn't a duplicate experience.
Yeah.
Like it is what it is. And you call people out the audience. You know what I'm saying? You move with the spirit.
Yes.
My mom, my stepbrother, and my brother were there. And everybody was trying to get on the mic. My brother got up and spit a few bars.
Yes.
And it was a good time. As a family, they were coming to support me, but it was wholesome.
Yes.
It was good. Like, it was supporting Black culture.
Yeah.
It was just a vibe.
And that's what it's about. The Juke Joint is modeled after the original Juke Joints that our ancestors did. And that's what they did. They recognize that everyone is talented. The people coming to the show and the people that's on the show, but they did not hold the microphone hostage. You know, anybody could get up and participate in the Juke Joint, and they could say a poem, and they could be like, "Hold on, I'm feeling like a prayer," you know. And
I'm wondering, do you ever watch What's Love Got to Do with It?
Yeah.
There's a scene in the beginning where Anime's at the bar and she's trying to sing for Ike Turner, and the guy was like walking around like passing the mic to people. I wonder if the Juke Joint was like that, because I felt like that energy when I was at your show. It was like people threw the mic.
I don't remember that scene, but the scene that I do remember is like from The Color Purple, you know, the "Since you've been on my mind."
Oh yeah. Oh,
yes.
Dale can sing too. I forgot to say that.
So it like that, where somebody's standing with a piano, everybody's around, maybe seats, maybe not seats. Yeah. And, you know, so we do essentially throw the mic, but it's really grabbing you to come to the mic.
Yeah.
And, you know, and I love it. Like, because when I go to a show, I want to perform. You know, I don't want to just sit there and be looking at, which I don't mind supporting, but it's so much fun if you go to a show and you support and you be like, and I wind up performing.
Right. That was the highlight of when my family came, because it was just like, my brother, he hadn't creatively expressed himself in a long time.
Wow.
Because, you know, like sometimes life will hush your voice.
Yes.
And I think it was great that like being spiritually in tune and the spirit of discernment is what I felt, you know, when I was there, because it was just like my brother needed that release.
Yeah.
You know, life had been lifing.
Wow.
And then it was just like, how would you know to call him out?
Wow.
And then I think the whole band, like, he was kind of trying to fight it, but y'all waited for him.
Yes.
And that's how, you know, like, that is like just being spiritually in tune. And there's a feeling of love and support and togetherness.
Yes.
And just like, it was a vibe.
Yeah.
And it's healing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. So super healing.
Hey.
And we do it for
Shout
that,
out
you know. We do it for that. You know, we do it because it heals people to be able to perform. It heals people to be able to participate. And those who don't want to participate, it heals them to watch,
Yeah.
you know, watch other people come out of the shell. You know, I saw this motivational video where it said that it is just as much of a you get just as many endorphins as watching an act of goodness as you do participating in the act of goodness. And the person who is receiving the act of goodness,
wow.
they have the same amount of endorphins. So just being around it, watching people receive it, giving it yourself is just, you know, it's healing for everybody.
I love it.
Yeah.
Oh, and you're just so, I mean, you're just so dope. Like,
Thank
I
you
like,
so much.
I don't say I look up to you as a comedian, but as an entertainer, as a business person, as an entrepreneur, like I see you move and not accept no. You know, like do you understand? Like, not that
Yes.
you that you
Yes.
make it look easy, but I see how you move, and it's just like you get it done. I remember going to ABFF last year, and we had such a good time.
Yes, we did.
And the crazy thing was, like, you were in a film, and then you didn't know that another film that you were in was there. Like,
Yes.
in passing, they was like, "Oh, we screening your film," and it was just like, how dope is it to be somewhere
I know.
and be like showcased and not even knowing?
Yes.
that, you know.
No, that was so, what a great surprise. And what a great surprise we had. We had such a good time
It was.
at, like,
I mean, when I tell you, okay, real women, you know what I'm saying? After
Yes.
the club, we cooked.
yes.
We
went to the grocery store.
we went to the all white party, right? And
Yes.
afterwards, we went home and we made burgers.
Yes.
And it was just people was trying to come through. People was
Yes.
trying to booty call us. We was like, no, we cooking. You know, you want to get a
No, they was trying to booty call Taquita. Okay, honey, she was the hottest thing smoking in Miami. Every door we entered, they was like, "I'm trying to bring him."
What's
That's all you heard when we entered every door.
you know what? We had a good time.
Yeah.
Miami. I mean, it's just like we should live life and enjoy ourselves.
Yeah.
But I felt like those moments we bonded. You know, there's always moments of prayer.
Yeah.
Like I
Yeah.
call you, and it's just like it's great to have a person that you know.
Yes.
If I call you with some drama, which
Yeah.
sometimes it be,
Yeah.
you're not gonna give me more drama. You're
Yeah.
not gonna say respond with drama.
Yes.
You're gonna say, what does the word say?
Yes.
And then we wind up praying for people. I'll be
Yes.
girl, no, they didn't, and I'll be mad. And they'll be like, well, you know what? I think we should just pray for that person right now. And then it does release a weight, you know?
Yeah.
And you are like an asset as a friend.
Thank you so much. And so to me, you are the same. Because we do need, the Lord does send us sheep amongst the wolves. And so I do feel, very honored to have you as one of the sheep, that will call and will pray. And because when I'm suggesting prayer, I'm really praying for my past self, like when you tell me somebody that did something, I'm like in the memory bank, like, oh, I remember being that kind of person. Let's extend them some grace,
Right.
because we have to. And then we do, it's great to have a person to walk to your higher levels with, in the business. And, and I really appreciate you because when I first moved to LA, and people aren't aware of this, but I like to share this story too, is I remember we was at the Ice House, and you didn't know me from Adam, but I had just gotten off stage, and I don't even know if you saw me perform, but you were just like, hey, sis, are you new here? Have you met the booker of this club? Do you remember saying that?
I remember you.
Yes. And
Yeah,
you was
that's
like,
crazy.
well, let me introduce you right away because we have to do that for each other.
Yeah.
And it was, and I was like, wow, this girl, are we family? I was like, what is your last name? I think we related, because that was just, and not that other people don't do that, but when someone does do that, it stands out. And, ever since I've known you, it's just been a wealth of resources. Like, oh girl, here's this
Yeah.
golden information that I just want to make sure I give, and
you.
it's,
I appreciate it.
Yes, of course. So yeah.
Yeah. I mean, nobody rises to the top alone.
Yeah.
And so if I get something and it's not for me,
Yeah.
what good does it do to not to withhold it.
Yes.
You know, like
Yeah.
if it's gonna bless you.
I know that, and it's the reason. It like the thing is, all the people have, it's the whole reason Oprah can call on a Jay-Z, and Jay-Z can call on a Kanye, because everybody has friends at the top because they've all assisted in this journey, and I feel like that's our bunch too. It's like we're all elevating, doing our own things. I mean, this is your season 2 of the podcast,
Right?
and it's always an excellent. I look at the clips, and it's a TV show basically.
But this always a calm before the storm. Well, not a calm before the storm, but it's always like, you always see the top, but you don't see, like, how they say that peak,
The middle.
and then it'd be like, like, girl, I had a breakdown today in my car.
Yeah.
Just because like things not, like it's just like. But you keep going.
Yes.
And it's just like you take okay, let me take a minute and just let me feel that.
Yes.
And then let me keep going.
Yes.
And I think that's the difference for successful people.
Yes.
It's like we all gonna be hit with that's gonna put us on our face.
Yes.
I
think I had rejection week last week. I mean, like literally I picked up the phone. Every phone call was like, I'm sorry. No, that's all right. Going in a different direction. Sorry, thanks so much. So good, but no. You know what I mean? It was like, what is going on, from the like grants I'm applying to the this and that, to the book, trying to get a book. Like every email was like, no. And then I was just thinking too, I was writing in my journal, and I was just like, why was I so stressed last week, And then I wrote down, it was because I was walking by sight.
Yeah.
And whenever I'm walking by sight, honey, I'm looking at all the noses, and I'm just like, well, Lord, because they could just do this, because I am super spoiled with the Lord. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you just let the wicked just run wild. They getting everything. And then I calm myself back down and be like, Lord, thanks so much, Lord. I am like super spoiled, but we have to endure, because we're constantly being leveled up, being pointed in the right direction to the next level of ourselves, the highest version of ourselves. And it doesn't mean we're not going, we don't have a yes ride. The Lord gives his strongest tests, his most, we have to have endurance in this game. And, it means that, on the way to the stage, we might be crying, we might not have the money for because that's my story. I never have any money to do anything. But I'd be like, I will hear the Holy Spirit, and he will be like, nope, don't you dare cancel this show. Right. Don't you dare. So you better continue. And I'll be like, well, where am I going to get? And then I will hear the Holy Spirit and be like, when I tell you, have you ever had the money? And I'll keep going, and then the money will appear, and then I'll be and then sometimes I'll put it on my credit card. Then I'll be like, all right, Lord, I just need you to pay these credit cards. And then, it's never in my time, but it always happens. Always get paid. Yeah. Always is done, because, if we had the money for every vision, we would need faith. So, that's how.
Well, I know. Well, you look like it. You look like it keep flowing. Okay.
Thank you so much.
My background's nursing.
Yes.
And with all my guests, I like to, ask if you had any unexpected trips to the emergency room, any crazy medical stories. I can't believe this happened, or I can't believe they did that.
Yes. Oh, I got a whole bunch of I can't believe they did that.
What,
in the medical field?
Yeah. Let's hear one.
Well, I go to this dental school to get my teeth. I don't want to mention their name or whatever, but anyway, I go to have all my dental work done at this dental school. Mm-hmm. And I remember having this young Asian girl, and her, she was studying to be a dentist, but her real job was sales. I mean, this girl was trying to, I'm telling you, she would look in my mouth and she would be like, oh, I can see down the line that is going to need to get pulled, So I'm like, okay, well, just let them know that I'm not ready yet, right. And I'll let you know, because whenever you talk about pulling something out of the tribal girl, I'd be like, absolutely not. No, Satan. how dare you? What are y'all going to do? Because I'm valued. So anyway,
They be trying to make that extra dollar.
I know.
Real easy.
That's what I'm talking about. Her real job is sales. Like, sis, don't even worry about being a dentist. Just worry about being like the dentist salesman to like go and sell medicine and all that, because that's where you go excel at, So anyway, so she told me that I want to get my wisdom tooth pulled, or like some other tooth. Yeah, wisdom tooth, because I still have like one of my wisdom tooth that's never given me any problems. And I had another wisdom tooth that these dentists, convinced me to just pull. And I remember when they were pulling it, they could not get it out. And it's because it didn't need to be pulled.
Right. I be telling them no. I say no. And don't do it. You ain't finna charge me money for something that's going to come out anyway.
Yeah. But see, extractions are covered. So that's their easiest sale. Every hospital, every something will be like, oh yeah, of course we'll pay to take it out, because that's going to lead to y'all needing to spend more money. So anyway, so they had to work on, though I had a need for a crown that was right in front of it, So she was just like, oh, well, what we're going to do is we're going to pull this one and then we're going to work on the crown. So I was like, oh, okay, well, then I need to pause from working on the crown if we need to pull it, because I'm not going to pull it right away. So, she keeps having me come back in, it's a dental school. And I was like, so then I'm talking about she must have talked to some other satanic doctor, and she would when you're a black person in America, honey, you got to check some of these doctors. They literally do not view you as just their regular, lily white patient that they need to be careful with, So anyway, so she comes back and she was like, we're ready to put, and I'm talking about, she don't even see that I see the spirit that's surrounding her. She's like, we're ready to pull this crown, but I'm going to tell you one thing. We're not doing it until that tooth is out.
Oh yeah, they will get like that. They'll think that
So I was like, okay, well, let's just not do it then. All right. And thanks so much and have a great night, And so then she get to calling because, see, her classes are dependent on her being able to finish this work.
Right. They was like, we don't need you, but hey, we really need you.
Yeah. So then she's calling me, late one night. So I was like, I think you need to understand where my hesitance is that, Black people, we have a history with work being done on us that is not warranted, and that, there's less anesthesia, because me and this girl used to not fall out, but we were not at odds, because, I'm having to teach her how to test for blood pressure. I'm having to, she has an attitude when I come in.
It's a school. So you was at the school, right?
I'm at the school. But, people, like, the reason why most Black people have high blood pressure, okay, on record, is because when you come in, they are not telling you the simple things like, don't talk during the test. Instead, the nurse is asking you all type of questions, which is going to have you a poor reading. Okay. Then your legs are crossed. Okay. So that's already going to poor reading. Mm-hmm. If you need to use the bathroom, that's going to have a high reading. If you have on something tight, that might have a high reading. Also too, if you just drink, I have gone through so many offices, so many doctor's offices, and I've had a cup of coffee in my hand. Oh, sis, that's already off the break going to have me a high reading. Why aren't y'all telling that? So then she would be like, okay, lay back and put your feet up. No, my feet need to be flat on the floor.
Oh yeah.
Then she would snatch the chair, like mad that I need to sit in a chair. So we already had this problem. Okay. So then she calls me late one night. So I'm telling her, I'm giving her the rundown of, Blacks and doctors and anesthesia and all this. So she was just like, okay, well, let me talk to my head doctor and see what she says about not pulling the tooth. She calls me back and says, oh, I talked to my head doctor and she was just saying, it's not mandatory that we pull the tooth. See, we just got to pull the one, we got to work on the one in front of it. So we just want to pull that tooth to get it out of the way. Get it out the way.
Right.
Oh, okay. Let me get you out, you and this doctor out the way and get somebody else. Like, how dare y'all want to pull my whole tooth just for y'all convenient? Girl, let me tell you something.
What? I think people don't understand. Like, you can speak up for yourself.
Yes.
As a patient, if it don't make sense, then hey, it don't make sense. But they do try to figure out ways to squeeze more money about you.
Yes, they do.
My dentist, I needed a cavity filling. And they gave me a list and they was like, oh, it's going to be $600 out of pocket. And I was like, why is it $600 out of pocket when cavities are covered?
Yes.
And, they wouldn't let me speak to the doctor Because I was like, let me speak to the doctor, because the dentist, because I like, he know.
Yeah.
She was like, oh, I was like, well, run it with my insurance and I'll see the pre-bill.
Yeah.
The pre-bill said I would have to pay $70 out of pocket. So I said, what's the extra money y'all trying to charge me for? Oh, it's for the medicine, the special medicine we got to put in the cavity. Don't that come with a cavity filling? I said, oh, I ain't never seen this. I've been, I had cavities all my life.
Yes.
Not that I do brush my teeth. I had cavities. But so like they would try to find a way to get you.
Yes.
But I'm happy you stood.
No,
stood
absolutely. And Black people, what y'all need to understand is don't just take it. There is something called patient services that is at every hospital. And if you feel that anything is going wrong, you contact patient services right away, where you can report any doctor, any nurse, and they will check them, because they don't work for the doctors. They work for the patients, and they will get that thing straight. So anyway, so
on behalf of the other medical professionals, I want to apologize to you. I am so sorry you experienced that. It was not the intent of
Black. We need to be writing letters, okay?
No, I'm quick to be like, let me, like literally, the manager, please.
Yes.
And I hate to be that person, but it's just like, I have knowledge you don't understand. And I don't know if I told you, but I was in the emergency room. I had a not a pinch nurse, muscle spasm. I went to the ER, and I was like, I couldn't barely walk.
Mm-hmm.
My arm was stiff. I probably looked homeless because my shirt wasn't even all the way on. I think my shoes was like hanging. Like, if you in pain, I was like, I'm in the emergency room, and the doctor refused to give me pain medicine. He gave me lidocaine injection, but he kind of made it seem like this is the pain medicine. So he was like, oh, I'm going to give you some lidocaine injection to help the pain. And I said, that's just going to numb the area. I'm in pain. And then I had to say, after a while, I disclosed, oh, I'm a registered nurse. I've been a nurse for over 20 years. And, this is the medication I would like that will help with my inflammation. And then, oh, well, we don't think that that's best. I know my body. Giving me numbing that's not going to take care of the problem. He gave me a prescription for 3 muscle relaxants, not 3 prescriptions, 3 pills. So you're going to make me fill a whole prescription for 3 pills. And so in their mind, they already have a stigma of like, oh, she's drug seeking. Oh, she coming in trying to get, get a fix. Like I know what to take for a fix if I, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I asked for Toradol. That's it's like ibuprofen, but IV. And so I was just like, that's what I asked for, not a narcotic. I wrote him up, but then but I'm in pain. So I called another doctor and was like, this is what's happening. And by the time I got there, they had everything ready for me.
Yeah. But
the lack of knowledge, because they look at you like, oh, they don't know what they're talking about.
Yes.
They don't know what's going on.
Yes. We need to have a way to...
the way to tackle this problem with Black women's pain being ignored is that we need to get together, and we need to be the people treating us,
Yeah. And you know what? You are correct. And I was just trying to figure out, like, there also needs to be a way where we write a review for the people that do treat us well. Cause I have went to this other hospital, like Olive View, and I had some like boils that they had to like cut open, and like, it was the most painful process. And when I tell you these, like, there were no Black doctors there. They were all like foreign and some kind of, and I'm talking about these people treated me the absolute best. It's so you remember those kind of hospital. The same with like this other hospital I go to, like H. Claude Hudson, which was started by this white man with Black kids, and you can feel it there. All the Black nurses, you know what I mean? Like, that's the only place where my blood pressure, honey, it reads low. You know what I'm saying? It would be like, she too relaxed up in here. Where is she up? Because her blood pressure is low out here.
Girl, I can't believe that.
Yes.
That's good. It's good.
Yeah.
And when you find a place that you like, because like for me, like even with stuff like getting my eyebrows done.
Yeah.
Like if I found a place that do what I want and I ain't got no questions, I'll drive to come see you.
Yes.
You feel me?
I'm talking about, it's a nail shop around my house. And honey, these Asians, They got black grandmas up in there. This lady be like, I love you, okay? You relax, you come back anytime, okay? I love you. Give me a hug. Like everyone in the door, like no wonder she got a crowd of people waiting on them because they are just so, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, so you need it.
Make you feel.
Yes, honey.
So I'm a nurse.
Mm-hmm.
And, like being a nurse and a comedian, like you juggle multiple roles.
Mm-hmm.
People always ask me like, oh, how do you do both?
Mm-hmm.
How do you, do comedy and, do the nursing thing? And it's a balance,
Yeah.
But I know that comedians, we always say, laughter is the best medicine.
Yeah.
And that at some point we consider ourselves healers in the comedy, realm. But I wanted to know, like, do you think that you could survive, like, being a nurse? Could you survive healing on that part? Like, could you do what I do?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm just...
You know what I mean? Like, that twofold?
Like, I don't know, because y'all got to look at some gory, like, I could be like the nurse's assistant that coming in and be like, everything gonna be okay, baby. But when it come to like time to like draw your blood or like be like, let me see, I'd be like, Nurse Taquita is on her way. Okay, just wait right there. Don't touch me, okay?
Well, girl, you know what? There's some stuff that you may know. So
okay.
I have a couple questions for you. And I'm going to put my lab coat on so you know it's real.
Great.
Okay. Give me one.
Taquita is the best looking nurse out here in Los Angeles.
You got to make it real.
Dr. Nurse Taquita.
It is what it is. So, Dale.
Okay.
I got a couple questions for you. You mentioned blood pressure.
Okay.
What does high blood pressure put you at risk for?
Stroke.
Mm-hmm.
And heart disease.
Uh-huh. One more.
Stroke, heart disease, heart attack.
A heart disease and heart attack in the same.
Is the same?
In the same family.
Oh, okay. Stroke, heart disease, and kidney failure.
Yeah, kidney disease. Come on. Hey. And then I want to give you a disclaimer that you don't have to know the answers to these questions. So they kind of, you be fun, loose with it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
all right.
What's the medical term for high blood pressure?
Hypertension.
Yeah. Girl, okay. What's one symptom of low blood sugar?
The shakes.
The shakes. That's what you're calling the shakes.
The withdrawals. You having withdrawals. It's the same as heroin, okay? The withdrawal.
The shakes.
The shakes.
Yeah, you're right. The tremors. Sweating and confusion is another sign. Let's see.
A lot of people have low blood sugar out here.
Oh, in LA? Girl.
Sweating and confusion?
That's a different thing they got going on outside. How many bones are in the human body?
How many bones are in the human body? Is it 2,200? Bones?
2,200? My neck bone connected to my shoulder
bone.
Yeah.
Shit bone.
No, it's 206.
206. I knew it was a 2 in there somewhere.
Yeah, how'd you go from 200 to 2,000? She's like, your body is nothing but bone.
I knew it was a 2 in there somewhere.
Oh, what blood type is the universal donor?
Blood type, the universal donor, is it O positive?
It's O negative.
It's O negative. Okay.
Mm-hmm. But then, I mean, you sharp. I mean, you know your stuff. Okay, I got a few quick round
Except
questions.
for my bones.
Yeah, right, girl, you got 22,000 bones. 22. What does stat mean? Stat.
Stat?
Stat. S-T-A-T, like stat.
Dr. Stat right away?
Yeah.
It's like when I'm in that dentist chair, they be like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm Dr. Stat today.
Oh, okay.
Dr. Stat, like they got to go right away. Yeah.
What does NPO mean?
NPO, not a problem, officer.
And that's how you get out of a ticket.
I'd like to say NPO, officer, right here. Not a problem, officer.
I love it. Actually, NPO means nothing by mouth. I know it.
How they get?
Right?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know. If you know in the comments, I mean, I do know, but I can't remember. I just know growing, when I went to school, they give you all these acronyms that you learn, and then you actually rarely use them. But NPO means like nothing, water, food, and normally before you have surgery, they'll do that. They'll say, okay, you coming in tomorrow after midnight, don't eat or drink nothing. Okay.
I'm gonna have to look up that P.
I know it don't make sense, right?
Somebody must have been like foreign when they made it up.
Yeah,
like
it is. It's
nothing pime out.
It's something. Alpatane. I don't know.
I don't
Something. Put it in the comments. Put it in the comments, y'all. Okay. One more. True or false? Your heart skips a beat when you sneeze.
True.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Well, I got one more.
Okay.
What does PPE stand for?
PPE is all the free mask and around the pandemic time. They be like, companies, they send it out to small businesses. Come get your free PPE. So like all free mask and
I like
free
the fact
gloves.
it's like free. It's like free.
Guys,
The
we don't pay for any PPE, guys. We don't want it.
PPP actually stands for, if you could figure out like what the P and the E stand for, what would you say?
I would have to say, only because I was sitting in here, personal protective equipment.
Oh yeah. Ding, ding, ding. You're right. And you know what? I'm gonna put you to a challenge.
Okay.
Since you know it all.
I
know PP.
I don't listen, guys. I'm not a know-it-all. I just happen to know it all.
So I have a challenge for you.
Okay.
I have some PPE.
Okay.
And I'm gonna time you and see how long it takes for you.
For me to put it on.
You ready? You up for the challenge?
I mean, I guess I'm gonna have to be.
Oh, let me see. Let's just throw that on the table.
Okay.
We're going to get it done. And the name of the game is speed.
Okay.
So the faster you get done, the more likely you'll make it into where you need to go to save the patient that you finna go try to save. You ready?
Okay.
So you can move your mic all the way out.
Okay.
And I'm going to time you. Oh, wait. Don't touch it yet.
Don't touch it.
Yeah, because this is, we got to start from scratch. Okay, reset. And let's see if you could beat the best time so far was 1 minute and 12 seconds. So let's see if you can,
Okay.
Okay, ready? Ready, set, go.
What is this? Hold on. Already, I'm feeling something.
She got the footy.
Already, I'm feeling like, okay, y'all setting me up here with 12 minutes.
Okay, so it's 20 seconds in. I think you're doing good. You might make it into that patient, but right now they calling on the call like something wrong. They feel like they choking on something, and they like, nurse, please come in. Please come help me.
Okay. What is it?
Okay, it's 37 seconds.
Okay, I'm ready.
Now they oxygen level going low.
All right, I'm ready. I'm done. Let my mask go. Guys, this is going on. Do he need help or not?
Oh yeah, they go. You need a mask too. You called it out. You was like, you know what? How I'm gonna protect my breathing. Now it's 56 seconds.
56 seconds. I'm
58.
done.
But you know what? Now what if you go in there and what about the arms? The gown.
Guys, this patient is sick. I need to get going. Okay, I'm ready. Nurse, scalpel. That's it. Get me the patient right now. Okay? Because this patient that came in here before. And I'm tired of this patient. This patient stay coming in here when I'm almost off. I'm ready to go home.
Okay. I can't even play with you on that one. You did it. You did that. Okay, now you can have a seat. But I want you to keep your stuff on, and then you're gonna tell the camera how you feel about how you did surviving the PPE challenge on Comedy is the Cure.
Okay.
So say your name and put your mic. You stupid.
Hi, I'm Dr. Dale Harrison, and I definitely fared well in the PPE challenge. What I did was I put on the most protective equipment early. I did not care how gloves and everything were. I got 1 foot covered and a patient that's living. Guys, I did it. Okay. You know how they say they killed it? Well, this is a patient. I birthed it. Okay. I birthed it. I'm ready to save somebody else.
Let's go. Thank you so much, Dale. And that's why you can watch my dog at any time. Look how you did that. You're going to make it work. I want you to tell people where they can find you.
Oh, my word. Y'all, please find me at I am Dale Harrison. I am Dale Harrison on everything. That's my website. That's my Instagram and my YouTube. I am Dale Harrison. Thank you guys. Thank you so much.
Hey, what's up? It's Taquita Love. Y'all, this episode you don't want to miss. You not want to miss. Dale redefined almost everything. Okay, and she's somebody you want in a crisis, right? Hey,
yes.
Y'all stay tuned. Subscribe, like, share, all the good things. Comment. Ooh, comedy is the cure.
Comedy is the cure. My love is pure. Comedy is the cure. My love is pure.
Show your love for Taquita Love.